Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading for July. This is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus. Please make sure you check all your placements to get a clear picture of what's going on for you at this time. As always, this is a general reading. It may or may not resonate for all of you. Please take the bits that do resonate and leave the rest behind for somebody else. Alright Pisces, I am primarily a love reader. That's what I'm going to focus on. If anything else pops up, I will address it, of course. And if this reading does indeed resonate with you, then any interaction with it, whether it's a like or a comment or a subscribe, will not only help my channel grow, it's going to add your energy to the collective pool and just make it easier for me to read for everyone just a little bit better. Alright, I'm starting off with some oracle cards and then I will freestyle your tarot spread. Let's see what we have. Mouse spirit, tend to the small things. Interesting. As a Pisces, you're mutable water. You flow very gracefully. You're very adaptable, right? But sometimes what happens is when we start looking at the bigger picture of life, we start generalizing. You know that quote, one bad day is not the rest of your life. I'm almost getting that if anything happened, it's become the overarching theme of everything that you're dealing with currently, good or bad. Sometimes we need to look at the details. This is very Virgo-like energy. We need to almost get a magnifying glass and start picking out things that we are grateful for. If there is some kind of apathy or malaise or sadness overarching you, look at the little things. Be grateful for those little things. What happens is once you're grateful for even just a glass of water, you're grateful to your legs for carrying you. You're grateful for every strand of hair on your head. Once you're grateful, those things multiply. You get more things to be grateful for. And then we have lighten up, last quarter moon in Leo. I got a heaviness from Cancer and I'm getting a kind of heaviness from you. And I think that has to do with Saturn that has graced your sign, Pisces. I am so sorry. But you have a Pisces moon, so this is affecting me as well. Saturn is the taskmaster. Saturn is a very, very strict parent or a guardian or a grandparent, metaphorically speaking, of course. So lighten up with last quarter moon in Leo. That is nodding to Venus being in Leo for an extended period of time now, because it's going to go retrograde soon. But Leo as an energy rules the 5th house. It rules creativity, play, romance, dating, right? I'm feeling like there's something right here that's making you upset. And it's colored your entire life. It could be one little thing and it's colored your entire life for you. And you're not being able to look at the little things that are actually going right, you know. Saturn hasn't just entered your sign, it's gone retrograde in your sign till the 4th of November. So it's almost like you're being forced to revise a lesson that you have learned for like 3 years. It's a difficult energy. 9 of Pentacles, starting off your reading, stunning. Judgment showed up for Cancer as well. If you have heavy Cancer placements, go watch that reading. It's interesting how we have 10 to the small things, and I said it's Virgo energy. And we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is Virgo energy as well. Tend to the small things. This reading is so cohesive. It's blowing my mind. These are both Virgo cards. The 2 of Wands. Planning. Justice. Libra energy. I just saw the Ace of Cups. Thought I'd mention that. It's a lot of major arcana. We have the Hierophant, Taurus energy. Let me get 2 pillars for you, and then we will clarify. The King of Cups, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Beautiful. Cancer got the same card, 10 of Pentacles. Okay. Wow. Pisces. The Sun at the bottom of the deck. This is joy. This is happiness. This is contentment. It's the happiest card in the deck. Okay. Let's talk about this. The Nine of Pentacles has been modernized into being into the card of being single. That's not what this is. It's interesting how you have the 9 and the 10 of Pentacles. The 9 of Pentacles is the benchmark. I'm a parrot. I repeat myself over and over again when these cards show up together. But hopefully you're a new viewer, so you're not going to be sick of this already. This is the benchmark. When you get to the 9 of Pentacles, the last ace or the 10th ace is handed to you by the universe, that you're whole, you're complete. This is a reward that's going to turn your life into the 10 of Pentacles. It's like, I'm almost feeling like the future is scaring you. There are a lot of ifs, buts and maybes. That is that overarching sadness, almost like a big old blue question mark, that what's going to happen? And you're forgetting to truly live in the day-to-day, because sometimes that's very important. Time flies by, right? Days fly by, and sometimes we don't make the most of them because we're so busy thinking about the next 5 years or the next 10 years. Those 5 and 10 years are made up of your everyday. So you need to make each and every day count. But at the same time, you can't put too much pressure on yourself. I'm getting a surrender that is necessary. Now, in the 9 of Pentacles, you see a vineyard. You see grapes behind her. Grapes are notoriously difficult to grow. You have to keep in mind temperature of the soil. You have to keep in mind the pH balance. You have to keep in mind irrigation, the weather, all of that. But once you've mastered that, it's like you can accomplish anything. There's something about training yourself. There's something about training your mind. There's something about increasing your emotional quotient, working on yourself. We start manifesting things for ourselves when we're not even ready to have them in our lives. If you're manifesting the perfect relationship, ask yourself if you are independent enough to be in one. Because if you're not, it leads to codependency. And that's when the devil card starts showing up. You know what I mean? Then we have Judgment with Justice, which is interesting. Some of you may be married already. Some of you may be having legal issues. It is possible. But I'm not going to say too much till I clarify. Once Judgment and Justice show up together, that's a happy ending for you, for the person watching this reading. Then we have the 8 of Pentacles with the Hierophant. This is what I was talking about earlier. This is you working on that emotional quotient. This is you working on your spirituality. This is you making yourself the best version of yourself, so that whatever it is that you're attracting is conducive to your growth. Because if you're vibrating at this frequency, you're going to attract this frequency. But if you're vibrating at this frequency, that's what you're going to attract. Does that make sense? 2 of Wands is suggesting that you have a plan. Whatever that plan is, make sure you let go of any old beliefs. You're looking to the future. You have the world in your hands. You want to take a step forward. But sometimes that wand that you've left behind, this could be old beliefs, old teachings, old lessons, people, your own sense of comfort. that needs to be left behind in order to truly have this happily ever after. Because whatever it was that you were swimming in earlier wasn't good for you. With the King of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles being your pillars, this is someone, regardless of gender, who is already vibing at the frequency that you want to get to. And normally in my readings, I notice the opposite, where the querent, you, is vibing high already and the person you're dealing with needs to rise up to meet you. Something happened here where you started doubting yourself, you started questioning yourself, you started fearing the future. Whoever this is already vibing at where you want to be. You need to rise up to meet them. There's a lot of happiness here to be found. The Hierophant wanted to show up again. That's higher commitment, my friend. I'm getting a lot of somberness in water sign readings. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here, the Two of Pentacles? Is this about your self-worth? Am I good enough? Am I not? If that's your question, you most definitely are. Oh my goodness, look at this. The Two of Cups, the Four of Wands, and the Sun. Someone looks at you like you're the apple of their eye. I know that's a cliche, but that's what I got. That's what I just channeled in my head. You are the be all and end all for someone, Pisces. And it's like you can't even see it. You're just sitting and doubting yourself. This is not everybody's reading. Why is Judgment here? The Three of Wands and the Hermit. You know, okay, what I'm getting is, let's say you've studied really hard for an exam, okay, and you know you've aced it. You've given that test, you know you've aced it. But a couple of weeks down the line, when the results are due to come in, you're afraid. It's that inherent fear that's ingrained within us, within our DNA. We all go through it. Your subconscious mind, your higher self knows you've aced it. It knows you've passed. It knows you've done really well. But the restructuring that happens in our life, we start operating from a place of fear that, oh no, I don't even want to see the marks I've got. I'm terrified. Why would you be terrified? You know you aced it. You see what I mean? That's the feeling I'm getting. It's like you are good enough. Whatever this is, whatever exam this was, it's been a test for you. It's been a test of faith, a test of commitment, not just to yourself, but to love in general. You've passed, but you're still afraid. It's like an ostrich burying its head in the sand. Even though there's nothing to be afraid of, there's no predator. Fear versus faith. I'm getting another thing with the Hermit. Virgo energy has been showing up a lot for you. If anybody is dealing with a Virgo, this is just for a small number of you. And if you've been waiting for that epiphany, a realization from that side, it's coming in. We have the Two of Wands to the Three of Wands. Whatever intention is being set for the future, was being set for the future, steps are finally being taken to execute that plan. It's not just in your head or the person you're dealing with, in their head, the Hierophant. Again, that's the goal. The Page of Swords wanted to show up. I didn't ask for it. It's like energetic spying. Keeping tabs on one another if there's no contact. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? I need to stop putting cards back. I'm getting some of you may be working hard on yourselves, right? Tending to the small things and lightening up, healing. And you're asking yourselves, I've been doing so much work. Has the other person done the work as well? What did I say earlier? They're vibing at the frequency that you want to get to. They've done the work. Energetically, I feel like there's a cord right here. You're connected. You've both been doing the work. Why is the Two of Wands here? Ooh, the Wheel of Fortune. Some of you may feel that free will is at play. Not entirely. A lot of this is being orchestrated by the universe. A lot of the obstacles that you may face have been put there to test you. To test you. A lot of that sadness has been put your way to test you, to test your commitment. Nine of Wands. How much are you willing to fight for love? How much are you willing to fight for this relationship? Are you willing to put yourself in the other person's shoes? Are you willing to sacrifice? Are you willing to compromise? And once you are, there's that brand new leap of faith. That's the reward. For some of you, this could be a karmic relationship. And karmic relationships are not always bad. They're soul ties, right? They have been preordained. Why is justice here? The Six of Swords. Peace. I feel like you've been swimming in very choppy waters, Pisces. And you're downplaying it, even for me. There's been a lot of turmoil within your psyche, which is why we have Lighten Up. And you're not even letting me see it. You're giving me very calm cards, but I can sense this underlying current of fervor. With Justice and the Six of Swords, there's peace that wants to come in, where earlier there was just conflict. Because you've been working on yourself. The Nine of Pentacles and the Nine of Cups. What did I say? These are the benchmarks. And then we have the Queen of Cups with Temperance. And the Empress. Beautiful energies. Wow. Some of you, I suddenly got, you're asking me, what work have I done on myself? I haven't done jack shit. The work that you've done on yourself is dealing with all the trauma that's thrown your way. As a Pisces, like I said, you flow, you adapt, you're mutable in nature. You may not even realize you're doing the work while you're doing it. All the hurdles, all the obstacles that are put in your path, you just handling them, you just dealing with them is you doing the work. Because every obstacle that you face is teaching you something new. It's adding a little bit to your character, a little bit to your EQ, a little bit to your personality. And wherever there was conflict in this relationship, that's being eased. Peace, 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 peace incoming. Why is the Hierophant here? Judgment. My God, these cards need to stop repeating themselves. Whatever was lost is going to be found. Whatever was lost is going to be found. What does that mean? I get random statements in my head when I match cards. There's almost this, oh shit, kind of energy that I'm feeling right here. Oh shit. I don't know if this is your energy or it's somebody else's energy, but that's one major arcana on another major arcana. This is a heavy realization of something. I mean, come on, give me a new card. Ace of Wands, Three of Pentacles, King of Cups again. This is a heavy realization of passion, a heavy realization of love. a heavy realization of companionship, a heavy realization of a happily ever after with you. A heavy realization of happiness. Why is the King of Cups here, the Queen of Wands? And the Queen of Pentacles with the Nine of Swords. If there were other people within this relationship, other people who were interfering, if there was a distraction of any kind, that's being removed. There's almost like a laser focus. It's like the people, whether you were dealing with those people or the other person you're dealing with was dealing with other people, it doesn't matter. There's a realization that those energies were keeping you scattered. They were keeping you distracted. They were keeping you anxious. Those frequencies were lowering yours and your person's. Now there's a laser focus. I'm going to get one more here. The Lovers. There could have been a choice between two, but the choice is being made. And the choice that is being made is heavily based on who brings about peace in each of your lives. And I feel like it's the two of you for each other. Who helps you lighten up? Life is chaotic as it is. You don't need more drama. With the Six of Swords and Justice, I feel like there's a realization from both ends that you both bring each other peace. There's a lot of attraction here as well with the Queen of Wands and the Lovers. There's a lot of passion here. Why is the Ten of Pentacles here? I mean, stop! I'm so tired of seeing the Hierophant. Okay. This is higher commitment. This is marriage. This is happy home, happy family. This is heightened spirituality. I'm just repeating myself because this card has shown its face like 5 times. This is ascension. And then we have victory at the bottom of the deck with the King of Pentacles. Stability, groundedness. Stuff, good stuff that doesn't disappear. Good stuff that's not ephemeral. Good stuff that is there to stick around and make your life better. Happiness that is permanent and not fleeting. Lighten up, Pisces. I know whatever this is feels really heavy right now because it's meant to. The Wheel of Fortune is here. It's meant to feel heavy. It's meant to test you. Have faith. Fear versus faith. This is difficult because it's supposed to be permanent for you. This is not a short lesson. You know what I mean? This is permanent happiness. So the test is all the more difficult because the reward is wonderful. It's huge. Readings have been so heavy for July. I'm tired. All right. That was it, Pisces. I hope this helped. I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.